Hey, YouTube family. All right, what's going on in these markets? Why are we so red today? Well, first, let's recap. We hit critical resistance. That's pretty much the main thing. Number two, everybody's talking about the risk of inflation as well as the market damaging rate hikes that are back on the table. Market makers are taking profits. We had a massive move up since mid-June, and they're likely going to be rolling them into bonds, maybe some energy, but basically more risk-off investments. Captain Powell will be talking Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and likely he's going to be hawkish, I believe, because he thinks he can afford to be since the markets are off their lows and have rallied. He has to be more dovish and cautious when we're sitting on our lows. Remember, his responsibility is not to our long-term investments. He wants to bring down inflation. And truthfully, that's actually good for us. If you worked hard over 20 years to buy your dream home, and in just 2 short years, that home cost doubled in price, you would be pretty upset. Well, a lot of people have been looking at that right now. So taming inflation is a good thing. This Friday, I'm expecting a more hawkish Fed. A more hawkish Fed will spook the markets and increase volatility. And that's why I told you guys Sunday that I had started a couple volatility plays Friday with the VIX and the UVXY, which are already green for me, as well as I'm up 8% today alone on my SQQQ play. That's a triple leverage short of the S&P 500. I don't believe we're going to see stocks dump hard. The markets will wait for the new CPI report to ultimately choose a longer-term direction. I repeat, my stance is for choppy sideways markets. Before I begin, hit the like fam, say hi in the comments. If you're new to my page, I'm bringing you real market data. I try to make it simple and clear. Don't forget the hardest working guys in finance though. Those are the scammer bots in the comment section on YouTube. They want you to DM them on WhatsApp, Telegram, and Instagram. And yesterday I discovered that I have an impersonator on Facebook as well, using my picture, growing a nice little audience, but it isn't me. And the way that you know it's not me is that I'll never ask you to send me money. Always be safe. So right now you can only find me on YouTube and the MooMoo community. Okay, today I'm going to share 2 hot stocks. I'm looking at these 2 trade setups for this week. The first is Peloton Interactive, ticker PTON. It is the at-home fitness platform. It was a big deal in the COVID crash, but since January of this year, it's dropped 95% from its highs. It found support and consolidated around $8, and I'm watching the $12 calls expiring October 21st. Now, I want to say, don't buy options if you don't know how to trade them. I'm only trading the upcoming earnings this Friday, August 25th. These guys have missed either on their revenue or their earnings per share for the last couple quarters. Now, I'm not a long-term investor in the company. I do not know it well enough to consider a long-term investment. But what I do know is that if they were to beat their revenue and their earnings per shares, the stock would fly. I don't have insight to believe that they will. I simply like the trade setup, which is the fact that it found a base, it consolidated there, and the 100-day moving average, the red line, is curling over. And we had a nice pullback the last 2 days, and I'm looking for a pop to $18 for a 60% gain. And it has the potential to touch the 200-day moving average, the green line, around the $24 mark for a 110% gain. At this point, it's just a quick earnings trade. I'm not planning on holding long. You want to do your own due diligence. Peloton could have a miss on earnings and this thing could drop like a knife. Mostly, I just like the risk to reward opportunity that I see in the earnings call. Okay, on another note, I want to comment on Larry Stockmo and Keenan Grace's last live that they did, which I thought was very entertaining. I don't ever miss those. Those guys have great chemistry, and each live in my mind has been getting better and better. They've got a good show. I want to thank all of my followers that talked me up in the comments. Thank you so much. Y'all know I got real love for you. There was one comment that said, Josh is into that risky stuff. You know, and I thought about that, and I wanted to address it today. I want you guys to know the absolute majority of my investments are actually into assets or long-term stock plays. You know, you don't want to forget, I'm the guy that did the video last month on bonds. If you follow my page, you may know that I like Disney, I like Alphabet, aka Google, I like PayPal, Microsoft, Apple. Those are some of my long plays. I like Apple more on a pullback. I haven't been buying this last run up. It began to get a bit rich for me. I do my value investing in my Fidelity and my Webull account. There's a link to Webull in the description. They're great because they allow you to do fractional share buys. The small cap, crypto, or option plays are simply the ones that I share on YouTube because these are typically more interesting to all of you. But you guys tell me in the comments, what would you be interested in hearing more about? Do you guys want to have deeper dives into my value plays, or do you want to know the swing trades that I do every week? Okay, our next super risky stock then is SunOpta, ticker STKL. They make a fruit-based food and beverage product. But again, this is just a technical trade, and I'm not an expert on their business. But I want you guys to check out this chart. This is what I like. The price is above the 100 and 200-day moving average, which means that these guys are doing great in a ridiculously bearish environment. I think there is great support at $9.50 and then a lot more at $9. And I took a market starter position today and will add if it drops down to my ideal price range of $9. You guys know the game plan. You want to break up your buys. In addition, check out this incredible one-day volume bar back on June 24th. This was purchased around $8. To me, that shows smart money or inside buying in preparation of a potential bigger move up. You guys do your own due diligence, but I do like the play. The trigger price that should give us the breakout is $10.64. It's if we break $10.64, we should hit potentially $14. That's a 40% pop. And my second target would be $17, which is a 75% pop. All right, I'm going to give you my conclusion in just a moment. Before I do, if you guys want to follow my trades from day to day and you want to join my small account challenge where we work to move $200 to $400, then download the MooMoo app pinned in the top comment and also in the description of the video. These guys are offering 13 free stock if you participate in their full promotion, which is valued up to $32,000. As well as 10 free stock for simply depositing $100. If you've started the process but you've not funded your account, then today is your best offer from MooMoo. This is an exclusive limited time offer right now till the end of the month. It's on my page as well as a few other select YouTubers. You guys can find me on the MooMoo app and you can join my community there where I post daily. And I'm going to give you guys updates as well on these two trades. In conclusion, there is always something to buy in the markets. The goal is to make a little money every day. We have a lot going on this week in particular. There are earnings from a number of different sectors like Zoom, Macy's, Nordstrom's, Nvidia's out this week, Salesforce, Dell, as well as TD Bank. All of that should bring opportunity, and it's also going to give us insight into potentially how bad the economy or the recession is really doing. And of course, Friday, I'm imagining we're going to get a sell-off when the Fed talks, which the market really doesn't like it when he talks. So I'm planning on holding my SQQQ and my volatility plays through the end of this week. Leave me a comment, fam. Feel free to ask questions. Let me know what you guys think about these two new trades. Did you buy or sell anything this morning? Are you guys in my VIX or my SQQ play? As always, thank you guys for joining me. Stay focused. There's money-making opportunity in the markets, even on ugly red days like today. So I'm going to leave you guys with peace and blessings, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.